It's the end of January 2022 and Lancaster real estate continues to see home values going up. But one thing, we need more inventory, and I'm going to talk a lot more about that and the month of January 2022 as a whole in this market update video. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Matt Moore. I'm a real estate agent right here in Lancaster County, and in this video we are going to be talking about some great information whether you are currently a homeowner or maybe you're looking to buy a home in the near future here in Lancaster County, and some pertinent information regarding home values going up, what your home might be worth in today's market, some problems we're seeing in our real estate market here, and of course, what are some strategies moving forward for you if you are considering buying a home. This is the market update of Lancaster County for January 2022. The first thing I want to talk about is just the extreme lack of inventory that we have currently on our market. Closing out the month of January, heading into early part of February, there's only about 280 or so homes on the market, and about 100 of those are new construction listings, meaning that they don't exist, but they could be down the road. So 180 or so homes existing on the market is a very, very deprived real estate market here for Lancaster County. And yeah, we're seeing that here with buyer fatigue as they're looking around trying to find new homes to purchase, but just not having any luck. So as a seller or somebody considering potentially selling their home, some great information for you. You could be one of the only games in town, and that's a great reason to put your home on the market right now. But we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. My next point that I want to talk about is the buyer showing demand. And there is a product that we can look at here, real estate agents of Lancaster County, and we can look at where some of the hotter markets are within the region itself. And as you can see, across the South Central PA region, Lancaster County still remains one of the better counties in terms of showing demand, but overall, the entire region and really the entire state of Pennsylvania remains in a pretty limited fashion when it comes to showings, and that's just simply because there's no inventory on the market. There's no homes to show, and that is the big problem that we are seeing right now. As we whittle that down a little bit closer into Lancaster County and pick out some of the more popular zip codes, and keep in mind, this map doesn't mean that blue is a cold area and meaning there's nothing going on, red is a hot area. That's not what this means. It really just means that the demand is exceeding relative to some of the other areas across the region. So as you can see from the map, some of the hottest zip codes that we currently have in Lancaster County as of January 2022 are Kirkwood in the 17536, East Petersburg and New Providence also coming in as pretty popular in terms of the showing demand. And in terms of the colder areas relative to everything else, Bronx, Pequea, and the coldest area, which is East Earl and Lancaster County. But again, simply, there's just no homes to show in those areas. So that would, of course, lead to at least this index showing that it's a colder demand spot. The next statistic I want to talk about is the median sale price in January 2022 for Lancaster County, and that came in right at $266,000. Now, it's important to know that you try to compare these year over year. It's kind of pointless to compare January versus December versus November because you really have to get the state of the market at that point in time, and January is typically one of the slower months. So as we compare January 2022 to January 2021, we actually see a pretty significant increase in the actual sale prices of the house. And in fact, comparing to 2021 in January, it's running about 11% higher. So an 11% increase in home values year over year when you compare the 2 months as a whole and you look at the entire county. Now, this next statistic that I'm going to show you is a pretty important one because lately, the last several months in a row, if you've been watching these market update videos, the list price to actual sales price ratio has been running about 2 to 3% higher than what the homes have been actually listed for. But that's been changing. That has changed, I should say, as we've gone into the new month of January 2022. And now it's about 4% higher. It's actually somewhere around 4.3% higher than what the homes are being listed for. So that is a true testament to what we are seeing in terms of the lack of inventory. Homes that are coming on the market right now are seeing a ton of exposure, a lot of frenzy around them, and there's a lot of competitive situations countywide. And that's even in response to the rising interest rates that buyers are seeing. We are still seeing stiff competition on the market right now for homes that are coming to sale. And the result for you as a homeowner means you're going to be seeing sale prices very likely over asking price, and probably going to be talking about waiving a lot of contingencies along with that too. So I know I already talked about the amount of inventory currently on the market as of February 1st, but I do want to talk about the number of homes that closed in the month of January. That's also an important statistic to look at when you're trying to figure out what the market is trying to do. And as we look to January 2022, there were only 341 homes that sold during that entire month-long stretch in Lancaster County. You compare that to January of 2021, and we're seeing a step down of more than 40 homes, 386 closed back then. And then if you do another comparison and you go to January of 2020, right before COVID slammed the eastern seaboard and really shut everything down, that was another jump of about 40 homes. There were about 420 or so homes that closed during that month. So just the last couple of years, we've been seeing significant step downs in terms of the homes that have sold. And again, that's just in response to the lack of inventory, something we've been seeing for a long period of time, and something that is going to continue to drive home values up until we see more inventory coming on the market. So yes, there is a huge lack of inventory, but that does not mean that every home sells when it hits the market. It's important to know, and it's important to dispel the notion that 100% of homes that hit the market sell. We are still running at about a 91% conversion rate, meaning that 91% of the homes that hit the market do eventually go under contract and eventually sell. But that also means there's 9% of homes that do not, which means as a buyer, and this is important, there are still opportunities out there for you. Not every home is selling in a weekend. There are some that are sitting for a week or two, and it's important to note that there's some of these really great homes that maybe just have a little dating to them. Perhaps it's just an update of some fixtures, maybe some new flooring, things like that, but otherwise the home is great. Those are the ones that are sitting for maybe a week or two or a little bit longer, and those, for home buyers, are opportunities. Those are ways you can get into homes without sticking your necks out, getting uncomfortable, and doing things that get outside of your comfort zone as a home buyer. And of course, that's an important thing to note in this crazy competitive market that we are seeing, not only in Lancaster County, but really across the country as a whole. So if you've been thinking about selling your home or purchasing one, or maybe even you thought about both, I encourage you to go to my website, mattmorehomes.com, and you can see the web address there on the screen. And on that website, I've got a lot of resources for you, whether you are selling your home or buying or both. It doesn't matter. There's some really good resources that you can check out to educate yourself on the market, just like you're doing watching this video, but also position yourself as the strongest home seller to get the highest sale price for your home, and also the best purchaser on the market to, of course, make you more successful when going out in this potential competition and competitive nature that we have in our market right now. So again, mattmorehomes.com, you can check out all that information right there. And if you'd like to start the conversation of determining what your home might be worth, or maybe building a strategy for how you can be a successful buyer in this market, I'd love for you to reach out. I've put my information here up on the screen, and you can reach out to my email address. I've also put my cell phone number on there. You can call me, text me, whatever works best for you. Smoke signal, carrier pigeons. I'm here to be a resource for you. It doesn't matter. So of course, I'd love to reach out to you and start that conversation, whether it's buying or selling, it doesn't matter. So let's get in touch. Let's talk about it, and we can go from there about building a strategy that make you successful in the world of real estate here in Lancaster County. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really do hope that this information was relevant to you and helped you maybe gather your thoughts and build a strategy for you moving forward. And of course, I want to help with that too. So again, you can reach out to me in any number of ways. I'm happy to start that conversation. Until next time, again, thank you so much for watching.